Hey there, this is Michael Politosh. I wanted to talk a little bit about my upcoming game, ZombMe. ZombMe is an old-school, sprite-based 2D platformer, which is my personal favorite video game genre. I grew up falling in love with games like Super Mario Bros. 3, Yoshi's Island, and Donkey Kong Country, and ZombMe is kind of a love letter to those and the gamers who played them. The relatively simple story is that you're a zombie in a world where everybody else is trying to cure zombies back into their human form. Unfortunately, you've grown to love the zombie life. No worries about your cholesterol levels, having to brush your teeth, avoiding red meat, doing taxes. But unfortunately, you've now been partially infected with the zombie cure and slowly turning back human. And so you set out on an adventure to find a way to undo the cure while trying to stay dead along the way. This is the big twist between ZombMe and other video games. You're trying to stay dead rather than trying to stay alive. This means flipping your thinking from past games. If you see spikes, you now want to jump on them. See a fire? Run into it. See a health restore pack? Avoid it. But that's just a start to the zombie experience. Platforming gameplay is first and foremost in ZombMe. To that end, there are more than a half dozen different types of jumps for you to learn, master, and use to get through all the levels. Everything from triple jumps, to cliff jumps, power jumps, bounce jumps, long jumps, and maybe even a secret jump ability or two. This creates gameplay that is easy to jump into, no pun intended, while also giving the player advanced techniques to master. And you'll need to master all the jumps you can. Each main level has an optional challenge run that really ups the difficulty, but completing it earns you new prizes that can customize your look and improve your stats. If you need some more help, there are always power-ups you can get. Wait, did I say power-ups? Sorry. In ZombMe, there are power-downs. These are things that keep your health down while giving you some temporary powers, though you have to decide if the side effects are worth it. For example, you can catch yourself on fire to keep your health low and dispatch any enemies you touch, but you also won't be able to stop running while you're flaming. You could get electrified and shock your enemies, but you'll be stuck bouncing until it wears off. Becoming frozen will set you in an invincible but uncontrollable slide. Your move, Ice Cube. The good news is that you're not alone. There are dozens of sidekicks to find, unlock, and use. If you could use an extra air jump, for example, find the Bat Cat sidekick to give you a quadruple air jump. Use the Feral Cat to attract out-of-reach coins. Grab the Cyber Cat to make you immune to computer attacks. Ride the Ogre Cat to strike fear into your enemies. Or maybe have the Ghost Cat show you where some hidden secrets are that you might have missed the first time through. Speaking of secrets, there are countless secrets throughout ZombMe. Breakable walls, invisible paths, secret doors. If you've ever seen a way to uncover a secret in a video game, it's probably in ZombMe. Hopefully all that is enough to help you get through ZombMe's worlds. Because even though it's a 2D game, you'll still have to deal with enemies and obstacles in the foregrounds and backgrounds. That's right, enemies will be showing up to attack you from all angles. Luckily though, you can attack them back by picking up objects, even enemies themselves, and throwing them into the foregrounds and backgrounds. Remember tossing enemies into the screen in Turtles in Time? Well, not only can you do that in ZombMe, but you can use it as an attack on other enemies. One of my favorite gameplay elements is picking up an enemy, throwing them at the screen, and taking out two foreground snipers at once, or attacking one of the many bosses with a background attack. While all that gameplay should be enough for an awesome game, I still wanted more. Many great adventure games let you suit up in outfits that give you special powers. Some of my all-time favorite suits are the Hammer Brothers suit in Mario 3 and the Lucky Cat suit in Super Mario 3D World. With ZombMe, you now get a unique suit with unique powers that you wear for each of the 8 worlds. For example, in the Sky World, you'll be wearing the Aviator suit, which gives you an extra air jump and lets you flip your gravity. In the Desert World, you'll be wearing the Badlander suit, which lets you throw fireballs and grow to giant and mini sizes. In the Snow World, you'll get the Arctic suit, which lets you turn into a giant snowball and move at incredibly fast speeds. All these give each world a unique feeling and gameplay style. And that's the part of the magic I want to share with ZombMe. I wanted to make a game that feels like it had a lot of love and care put into it. I wanted not only every world, but every level to feel unique and special. Not just the same enemies and gameplay over and over. Like I have with games like Super Metroid, I hope players will find something new every time they play. Much like I do with Yoshi's Island, I hope they might remember something cool they might have forgotten about when they play the game over and over again. And like my favorite games of all time, I hope the time they spend with ZombMe is memorable and something they look back fondly on. To that point, all the footage you've seen in this video is from only 2 of the 8 worlds in the game. Hopefully that helps you imagine how jam-packed full of action, experiences, and fun that ZombMe will be when it comes out. Might also have a big surprise at the end, too. Thanks for your time, and please follow me for more ZombMe updates.